I mean, some of this is you raise a couple important points. First of all, the huge opportunity here is for countries to leapfrog existing infrastructure. And obviously we see this in Africa, in India, places where mobile banking and payment systems have accelerated even more rapidly than they have here. Farmers using information to access prices to markets so that they're selling their goods at a decent price. So there's an infrastructure and connectivity function that governments can play. You're raising another question, an issue though, which is a sensitive topic in some countries, which is openness. Okay, it is hard to foster and encourage an entrepreneurial culture if it's closed and if information flows are blocked. And what we are seeing around the world oftentimes is governments wanting the benefits of entrepreneurship and connectivity, but thinking that top-down control is also compatible with that, and it's not. People remark on my 2008 campaign and how we were really early adapters of so much technology. It wasn't because I knew what I was doing. It's because a bunch of 20-year-olds came to me and said, hey, there's this new thing called MySpace, or,
Ouch.
And, that was just a little dig there. But the point is that they had all this stuff that I had never heard of. And if I had tried to maintain control and say, no, we're going with, pamphlets, because I'm used to pamphlets, and I can control what's in the pamphlet, then I might not be sitting here. So, the same is true for governments as a whole. There is a cultural shift that is sometimes difficult that says we are empowering individuals and we are open to ideas. We are willing to admit new information that maybe contradicts our old preconceptions. We're willing to test those new ideas, and if they don't work, we're going to try something else. That's the connection between connectivity and the internet and science. Part of what has created all this, part of what Stanford is all about, is our capacity to say, we don't know. To say that all the received wisdom might not be right, and we're willing to test it. And that is threatening sometimes. It's threatening to governments, it's threatening to cultures, but that is the essence of discovery and innovation. And so one of the things that we've been trying to do and encourage through the State Department is to gently and sometimes bluntly talk to governments about their need to maintain an openness and a confidence in their own people. Now, what makes it harder, admittedly, is the fact that the openness and the power of connectivity also can empower some bad people. And so us wrestling with how do we counter the sort of violent extremism that can end up poisoning the mind and resulting in what we saw happening in Orlando. That's a constant balance that we're trying to weigh. But what I worry about is people using that as an excuse then to try to block things off and control the flow of information. And that's a question that I think young people are attuned to and are going to have to pay attention to, and all of us are going to have to fight for in the years to come. Well, this has been an extraordinary conversation. How are we doing on time? All right, we're all done, but I'm having so much fun. Give our panelists a big round of applause. Congratulations for the great work you're doing. Thank you, everybody.